The Nollywood film My Sunshine is an ambitious cultural crossover that attempts to fuse Nigerian storytelling with the stylistic elements of Korean dramas. Directed by Isbayu and produced by Bukumi Ikesidan, the movie has garnered attention as the first-ever Korean-Nigerian cinematic collaboration. While the concept has been praised for its creativity and novelty, the execution has received mixed reviews. The film follows a simple, emotionally driven narrative infused with typical K-drama tropes, themes of young love, personal growth, and familial expectations, all reimagined within a Nigerian context. However, critics argue that the story lacks depth and sometimes feels rushed or directionless, likely due to the challenge of compressing K-drama storytelling usually stretched over many episodes into a single-hour runtime. The acting received mixed reactions. Etinosa Idemudia, in particular, was a standout for her portrayal of F, bringing humor and authenticity to her role. Matilda Obaseki Mozia and Bimbo Ademoy also delivered solid performances, while Uafat impressed in a key emotional scene that added unexpected depth to his character. The Korean integration, while bold, is where the film faltered most. Despite the cast's efforts to learn Korean, many lines lacked fluency, and the accents were quite noticeable. While this was expected to some degree, viewers felt it detracted from the authenticity of the cross-cultural narrative. The creative team acknowledged this issue, explaining that Korean lines were scaled back during production to accommodate the language barrier. On the technical front, My Sunshine is commendable. Its cinematography, particularly during emotionally charged scenes like prom night, and its sound design were well executed for a film primarily released via YouTube. These visual strengths helped elevate an otherwise uneven script. Reactions from viewers have been polarized. Some praised it for its novelty and cultural experimentation, while others were disappointed by the film's lack of narrative coherence and language delivery. Despite its flaws, My Sunshine has sparked important conversations about the potential for cross-cultural collaboration in African cinema and continues to gain attention internationally, especially among fans of both Nollywood and K-dramas. My Sunshine is a bold, heartwarming experiment that doesn't quite stick the landing. It's charming in parts, with moments of emotional resonance and strong performances, but it struggles to fully capitalize on its groundbreaking premise due to execution issues. Still, it stands as a testament to Nollywood's evolving ambition and openness to global storytelling. My Sunshine, the first Korean-Nigerian fusion film from Nollywood, which blends K-drama aesthetics with Nigerian storytelling. Despite mixed reviews, the film explores love, friendship, cultural identity, and the clash of expectations in a vibrant, cross-cultural high school setting. The story is centered around Yuande, a bright but reserved Nigerian high school student played by Etinosa Esther, who becomes the emotional anchor of the narrative. Her life changes when a group of Korean exchange students joins her school. This move is part of an international partnership program meant to encourage cultural exchange. Among the new arrivals is Minjun, a charming and mysterious Korean student who becomes a focal point of both admiration and envy. Yuande, who initially avoids attention, gradually builds a bond with Minjun as they are paired for a school cultural project. Their connection grows into a sweet but complicated romance that mirrors classic K-drama dynamics: shy glances, emotional outbursts, and dramatic misunderstandings. The tension is amplified by the arrival of Wana, played by Bimbo Ademoy, a popular and assertive student who also sets her sights on Minjun, creating a love triangle that drives much of the emotional drama. Meanwhile, Etinosa Idemudia provides comic relief and a refreshing dose of reality, grounding the film with her street-smart, no-nonsense attitude. The climax occurs during a school prom, where secrets are revealed. Minjun's real reason for coming to Nigeria wasn't entirely academic. He's escaping family pressure back home and trying to forge his own identity away from a domineering father. One particularly memorable moment is when Henry, played by Uafat, confronts Doris Matilda Obaseki Mozia after her engagement is announced. Although their relationship seemed to be background noise earlier, this scene is emotionally raw and reveals unresolved feelings, adding layers to what initially felt like a secondary subplot. In true K-drama fashion, the ending is bittersweet. Minjun is forced to return to Korea due to visa issues and family obligations. Yuande and Minjun share an emotional farewell at the airport. The film closes with Yuande reading a letter from Minjun where he expresses hope for their future, leaving viewers with a feeling of nostalgic melancholy, another nod to classic K-drama conclusions. Yuande Etinosa Esther, the heart of the film. Her growth from shy student to emotionally expressive young woman anchors the story. Minjun, soft-spoken, mysterious, and classically K-drama male lead in nature. Etinosa Idemudia, the comedic soul of the film, audiences loved her witty delivery and grounded presence. Wanabimbo Ademoy portrayed the confident rival with surprising vulnerability. Henry steals one of the most emotional scenes in the film. Critics felt that although the concept was unique, the plot often felt rushed or underdeveloped. The attempt to condense the multi-episode arc typical of K-dramas into a one-hour film left little room for deeper character development. The language barrier also somewhat disrupted immersion, as the Korean spoken by Nigerian actors often lacked fluency or authenticity. The cast underwent a short Korean language crash course before filming. According to Etinosa Esther Yuande, the team was given 2 weeks to learn basic Korean, but many struggled with pronunciation. As a result, director Bukunmi Ikesiden decided to reduce the amount of Korean dialogue for those who weren't as fluent, while actors like Grace Angel and Adora, who had prior familiarity with Korean, retained more lines. Ikesiden later explained, "Our Korean will always have an accent because we are Nigerians. It's difficult to sound like Koreans entirely." Ikesiden envisioned My Sunshine as a bold bridge between two entertainment giants Nollywood and K-drama. She admitted the biggest challenge was condensing the layered storytelling format of Korean series into a one-hour movie. Despite that, she saw this project as a stepping stone toward a more globally integrated Nollywood. Yoon's arc is a quiet but powerful coming-of-age story. Her character starts off shy, often overlooked, but grows in confidence and emotional maturity through her bond with Minjun. She's the emotional core of the film and represents a typical K-drama heroine, introverted but resilient. Esther's performance has been praised for its authenticity. Despite some language barriers, Minjun is portrayed with the calm, composed energy typical of K-drama leads. He's hiding his emotional scars, namely tension with his father and pressure to conform. His relationship with Yuande helps him rediscover joy and freedom, making their bond both romantic and symbolic. While his performance is subtle, it's clear that he embodies the outsider trying to belong theme central to the story. F's character brings both comedy and clarity. She's witty, observant, and often breaks the tension with punchy one-liners. Her role is reminiscent of the funny best friend trope, but with more heart. Etinosa's performance is one of the film's highlights, with several reviewers noting she added authentic Nigerian flavor to the otherwise K-drama-inspired setting. Wana is the confident, sometimes antagonistic love rival. At first, she seems shallow, but a few well-acted scenes reveal her insecurity and loneliness. Bimbo Ademoy adds depth to what could have been a one-dimensional mean girl role, especially in her confrontation scene with Yuande, where both characters drop their facades. While not central to the main plot, the emotional subplot involving Henry Mmufot and Doris Matilda Obasaki Mosiah adds mature emotional weight. Their story speaks to loss, love, and unspoken truths, with Henry's confrontation with Doris during the engagement announcement becoming one of the most powerful scenes in the film. Chinedu Ikediz plays a quirky school principal in a minor but humorous role. Debo Adidio, Mr. Macaroni, and Juliana Oleo Toyo Baby also appear, with Oleo impressing producers by wanting to learn even more Korean than required for her script. Final word, My Sunshine is more than just a film, it's a cultural experiment. Though imperfect, its behind-the-scenes story of passion, learning, and collaboration is as compelling as the movie itself. For Ikesiden, the journey has just begun, and she's already looking ahead to future cross-cultural projects. Thanks for watching. The Sabi Rave brings you more trending Nollywood movie recaps and reviews. Your #1 channel for Nollywood movies updates, entertainment news, and Nollywood actors and actresses news. Sabi Ravers, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.